Hello everyone and welcome yourselves back to the YouTube channel, and today we are actually reviewing my first musical. Not the first one I've seen, but the first musical I have reviewed on the channel. And what better way to start than The Karate Kid, the musical. This is in Manchester. It's on tour for I think 2 weeks. Watched it last night at the Palace Theatre in Manchester. And I've got to say, it was so much better than I thought it was going to be. For something that shouldn't really be a musical, I thought it was brilliant. So, spoilers ahead, go check it out. It's in Manchester till the 23rd, I think, 24th or something like that, a few more days. And then I think it travels to Liverpool next. So, go check it out for yourself. Subscribe and like as always for more musical reviews. I have watched a few in the past, like I watched Moulin Rouge, Paddington, a few others, but this is the first one that you're getting on the channel. So wax on, wax off. It's go time. Like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the video. Spoilers ahead. So the reason why I say spoilers is because yes, it is based on the 1984 Karate Kid film, but there's a couple of changes. But not changes in the way of the story. It's just like instead of beach scene, we go to the arcade. There's a bit more inclusion of Daniel's mom and a couple of scenes with Ali's parents, but nothing that really changes the narrative of the story. And what I think this musical does so well is the scenes that Cobra Kai are on are phenomenal. The person who plays Kreese is fantastic, and you get that intimidating side from him, just like Martin Cove did in the movie. I think the lad who played Daniel was brilliant. The standout for me was Mr. Miyagi. I can actually tell you who played who because I've got them program. Um, Adrian Pang played Mr. Miyagi. He was fantastic. His comedy timing was brilliant, and every time he was like, "I," there was just some funny scenes, and he bounced off the audience, which isn't a normal thing because it's like scripted, but it works so well. And I think his relationship and dynamic, and the way that him and Gino Arcello, who played Daniel Reluso, bounced off each other was so good. You had Abigail Amin, who played Ali Mills. She was great. She was excellent. She's a fantastic singer. That is one thing that she probably had the strength of from the whole cast, as well as so did Gino, who played Daniel. Them two were brilliant. Mr. Miyagi was good for the way he had to sing. His scenes were brilliant with the women on stage who were doing like the whole movement and stuff in the background and playing into his fighting style and the fly swatting and all that. I thought it was brilliant. Sharon Sexton, who played Lucille LaRusso, I think she was brilliant and played a better role than she ever did in the movies. So much more involved, so much more of a mother figure and a mother role, and it actually added layers to the musical and the relationship since Daniel's dad is no longer around to their relationship and the way she understood why he watched the tournament and his relationship with Mr. Miyagi, and it was just absolutely brilliant. Just to see different things like the shower curtain at the party come to life, and the skeleton suits and the red jacket and the geese, and then the crane kick at the end. It was absolutely fantastic. Props to Matt Mills, who plays John Kreese, Joe Simmons, who plays Johnny Lawrence, and Finley Oliver, who plays Freddy Fernandez, who actually appeared multiple times throughout this, which I thought was fantastic because he was introduced at the start of the film and never appeared again. But in this, he appears at the start of the musical, he features partway through at the country house, and then he's at the end, I believe, where he's in another school part of the story. I thought it was brilliant to incorporate Freddy Fernandez. And then you have the ensemble of the different Cobras, the ones that are with Johnny all the time, and then the background Cobras, Ali's parents. You had Kyoko, who I think was Mr. Miyagi's wife, as she appeared in one scene, ex-wife, because she's no longer with us. But I just thought it was fantastic. I thought it was excellently put together. The songs were brilliant. I think there's a couple of cringy bits, but that was the way it was going to be. The bunch of masculine men who think no mercy and all this start singing. It's almost a contradicted situation. But I think overall, the setting, the story, the cast, the characters, the way they did this, I thought it was fantastic for what it is. You know, you're never going to go, oh, it's better than the movie or it's better than this, but it might have better qualities. And I still think the leading cast of the main five or six characters were brilliant from start to finish. It took a little bit of time at the start to find its feet and actually get away from the corniness and cringiness and wonder if it's actually going to be good. But once the conflict and the whole tournament aspect started happening, it was brilliant. The way they incorporated wax on, wax off, paint the fence and all that into a song, and then the little montage of the training montage where you saw Kreese and Johnny and Mr. Miyagi and Daniel back to back with the Cobra Kai music on was brilliant. The way they decorated the set, the way they did the bonsai tree, I thought it was a great and respectful way to put Karate Kid on stage. And if you don't like it, I think you're just a hater. But it's all down to your opinion. I'm not a massive musical fan, but I've come to enjoy them a lot more recently, especially things I like can follow. Like I've seen Back to the Future, which was phenomenal. Karate Kid the musical, which I think is brilliant. Paddington and Moulin Rouge, which I think are excellent. So I think the Karate Kid musical definitely deserves a solid 8 out of 10. Absolutely went a million times over the what I was expecting from it. So so happy it was good. I thought it was going to be a pile of crap, but it wasn't. Everyone who's a fan of 1984 Karate Kid, or if you're just a fan of musicals, I think you'll have a blast. So let me know down below in the comments if you checked it out. Are you going to be checking it out? And of course, subscribe and like if you want to know any more. If you want me to review any other musicals in the future, please let me know down below. I'm probably not going to review anything I've already done in the past because my memory is probably faded on most of it. But yeah, I still have things like The Cursed Child, which isn't a musical, but like theatre related stuff. If you want me to talk about it, we will. So for now, subscribe like as always, and I'll see you in the future for more videos. Goodbye.